Most visualization techniques work like a projection screen. You sit in the dark and watch a movie of the life you want, but you remain the audience. You are observing a reality rather than inhabiting it. To change the result, we have to move from watching a film to running what we call a primary slide. This is a tool designed to align your thought energy with a specific sector of the alternative space, turning a vague wish into a deliberate choice. We can build this right now, but it requires your full attention. Clear your space and grab a notebook and pen. Stepping out of the role of the spectator is the transition from wanting a goal to intending it. You are no longer dreaming about a destination. You are preparing to move toward it. First, define your target reality by its internal tone. On your paper, write down words that describe how it feels to be you in that life. Words like secure, calm, engaged, or free. This feeling acts as your compass. It shifts your focus away from the external objects you want to acquire and toward the internal frequency you need to broadcast. Now choose one mundane, everyday moment that would occur naturally inside that new life. This diagram highlights a common error. Do not visualize the peak moment of victory or the finish line. Those scenes are highlights, not the daily reality. When you focus on a massive achievement, you create excess importance. The desperation of wanting that peak moment creates an energetic distortion, which generates resistance in the alternative space. Instead, place yourself in an ordinary Tuesday morning. There is no adrenaline here, just the quiet, settled feeling of a day you have already earned. Grounding the slide in the mundane makes the target life feel accessible to your subconscious. It removes the friction of wanting and replaces it with the stability of being. Close your eyes, your 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and your inner physical sensation. As you do this, we have to avoid the most frequent failure point in visualization, the film error. If you see yourself from the third person, watching yourself work or move through a room, you are mentally acknowledging that the experience is happening to someone else, not you. You must shift your perspective until you are looking directly out from behind your own eyes. You are the protagonist, not the camera operator. Mentally reach out and feel the weight of the chair you're sitting in. Notice the specific texture of the surface beneath your hands. Look down within the visualization. See your own hands resting in front of you. Notice the ambient sounds of this room, the hum of an appliance, the distant sound of traffic, or the quality of the silence. When you occupy this first-person perspective, your brain begins to process these sensory details as current data. You are no longer imagining a future. You are providing your nervous system with the feedback of a present reality. While you are in this scene, do not try to manufacture artificial excitement. Don't force yourself to feel pumped up. Simply look around and notice the quiet, natural emotion that arises from just being in this space. This feeling of rightness, the sense that you are exactly where you belong, is the actual signal that aligns you with this lifeline. Hold this scene as vividly as you can for 2 to 5 minutes, and then deliberately let it go. If you cling to the image with anxiety, you are broadcasting the frequency of not having. The slide is a place to visit and inhabit, not a dream to chase. The strength of this practice comes from this specific cycle. You fully inhabit the reality for a moment, and then you release it without any desperate need for it to be true right now. By completing this process, you have moved from the role of a spectator to a conscious participant in your own reality. Your primary task now is consistency. Return to this exact sensory scene for 5 minutes every day until the details feel as familiar to you as a childhood memory. You can also use micro-practices. During idle moments, like waiting for coffee or sitting in traffic, drop back into the slide for 30 seconds. See the world through those eyes again. These brief returns gradually expand your comfort zone. By repeatedly inhabiting the frequency of your slide, you make the target life feel like your natural baseline, allowing the external world to begin rearranging itself to match.